If you are experiencing feelings of fear, insecurity, or anxiety around COVID-19, practicing yoga is a great way to calm and settle your mind and restore feelings of well-being. So I invite you to join me on your yoga mat. I'll be guiding a yoga practice that will emphasize standing postures. Standing postures can help to create a feeling of groundedness, stability, and security, and can help to alleviate anxiety and fear. So I invite you to join me on your yoga mat. We will begin standing. So finding a quiet space, standing tall, and keep a soft gaze so that your eyes are just barely open. And allow your breath to flow in and out through the nose, breathing naturally. And I will guide you in a centering body scan. Begin by bringing your attention to the bottom of the feet. And sense the feet grounding down towards the earth, feeling supported and stable. And then moving the awareness from the feet to the ankles. Move the attention to the calves and shins, the knees, front and backs of the thighs, hips and pelvis, belly and lower back, the front of the rib cage, sides of the rib cage, and back of the rib cage. Chest, collarbones, upper back, shoulders, upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, and hands. The wrists, forearms, elbows, upper arms, shoulders, the neck, jaw, forehead, crown of the head, invite the mind to focus on your breath and the sensations in your body. Noticing and receiving the effects of this body scan. Continue to breathe in and out through the nose. You may keep a soft gaze or allow the eyes to open as you prefer. We'll move into warming up the body, starting from the feet and making our way up. So take one foot and turn the toes under and press the top of the foot into the floor, giving a stretch to the front of that foot. And you're welcome to hold onto a wall here if you like. And now circle that foot from the ankle and keep the leg loose so you feel that motion moving up the leg through the hip. Starting your circles in one direction. And now pause to reverse. Move the circles the other way. And circling around twice more. And then giving that leg a shake. Return the foot to the floor. Pause to notice how one foot feels in relation to the other. And now take your opposite foot, turning the toes under and pressing the top of the foot into the mat. And now begin to circle the foot. Again, keeping that leg loose and relaxed. And circle the other way. Circle around twice more. And give that leg a shake. Release the foot to the floor. Bend the knees and either place the hands on the thighs or on top of the knees. Feet and knees are close together. And now circle. You may hear some creaking noises as you circle around, that's fine. And now pause and circle in the opposite direction. Remember to breathe. Circle around once more. And now straighten the legs. Feet are a comfortable distance apart. Bring the hands to the hips. Give a bend to the knees and begin to circle the hips around. And you're welcome to make these circles as large or small as you like. You can move slower or quicker, allowing your body to move in a way that feels good. And now reverse and circle in the opposite direction. And begin to make your circles a little bit smaller and a little smaller until your body naturally finds its way back to stillness. Release the arms by your sides. Move into some side stretches now. So allow one hand to slide down the leg as the opposite elbow bends, sliding that other hand up towards the ribcage. And moving gently from side to side, stretching one side of the body and then the other. And remember to breathe throughout your movements. And moving once more to each side. And now returning to stillness. We'll continue to loosen the spine by moving into a twisting motion. And we'll start off small and then we'll make the motions a little bit larger. So keep the knees soft, feet a comfortable distance apart. Begin to tap the opposite shoulder with your hand. And you could keep the head facing forward if that feels better, or you could move the head from side to side along with the motion. And you're welcome to stay right here. If you want to expand on the movement, soften the knees and swing the torso from side to side. And as you swing to one side, bringing the opposite foot off the floor, bending the knees as you move through center. And coordinating with the breath, so exhaling as you swing to one side and inhaling as you move to center. If this movement caused you to feel at all lightheaded, then slow it down, stop, or just stay with the shoulder tapping. And now begin to make these movements a little bit slower and a little bit smaller. And find your way back to stillness. Standing tall with the feet hips width apart, we'll move into warming up the wrists. So clasping the hands together, bringing the elbows to touch, and begin to circle the wrists. And pause and circle in the other direction. And release the arms down. We'll move to the shoulders. So as you inhale, draw both shoulders up towards the ears, and then exhale as you roll the shoulders back and down. Moving with the breath, inhaling as the shoulders lift, exhaling as you roll the shoulders back and down, easing away any tension or tightness you may be holding in the upper back and shoulders. And circling around once more, and then releasing the arms, moving to the head and neck. Exhale, draw the chin to the chest, lengthening through the back of the neck. And on your inhalation, rolling one ear towards one shoulder. And exhale, return the chin to the chest. And then inhale, rolling the opposite ear to the other shoulder. Exhale, chin comes back to the chest. And continue these half circles, moving slowly and gently from side to side. Releasing any tension or tightness you may be holding in the neck. And now moving the head once more from each side. And the next time that the chin returns to the chest, pause. And inhale, lifting the head back up to a neutral position. We'll move into a variation of the sun breath next. Standing tall with the arms by your sides. And as you inhale, slowly bring the arms out to the side and then overhead. And then as you exhale, palms face the body as you slowly lower the arms down towards the hips. And again, inhale, reaching the arms out to the side and overhead. Exhale, palms face the body as you lower the arms down in front. And bringing the head into the movement as you inhale and lift the arms, tilt the chin, gazing up towards the hands. And as you exhale and lower the hands down, chin moves down towards the chest. So making these movements at the pace of your own breath, using a full inhalation to bring the arms overhead, and a full exhalation as you lower the hands down in front of you. And you're welcome here to close the eyes or keep a soft gaze as you prefer. And completing one more cycle at your own pace. Relax the arms down and give a shake to one leg and then the other. You may hear dogs barking or other noises in your background. And if at any time you're distracted by anything internal or external, bring your attention back to the body and back to your breath. We'll move next into an energizing breath of joy. In breath of joy, we coordinate breathing with our movements. So breath of joy, we'll do 3 short inhalations through the nose and exhaling through an open mouth. So begin on your inhalation through the nose, bringing the arms out in front. Then the arms come out to the side. Arms come overhead. Exhale through an open mouth, lowering the arms down. Keep your knees soft. Again, inhale the arms in front. Inhale to the side. Inhale overhead. Exhale. Again. You could stay in this version, keeping the torso upright. Or if it feels comfortable for you, you can add a forward bend as you exhale. So only add the forward bend if you feel comfortable. If moving forward causes you to feel lightheaded, then just stay in the upright version. And once more. And after you've completed, placing one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly, allow the eyes to close. Feeling the heartbeat, breathing into the belly, receiving the joy, the energy, the warmth and aliveness of breath of joy. Release the arms. Give a little shake to one leg and then the other. And now we'll move into a side stretch. So here you have the option to keep the feet side by side, or if it's comfortable, you could cross at the ankles, bringing one foot behind the other, hands to the hips. So just take a moment here to steady yourself on your feet. Lengthening evenly through the abdomen and the lower back. Relax the shoulders. So I have my right foot crossed behind the left. So I'll release my right arm to the side. And on an inhalation, I'll bring the right arm up and overhead, and then exhale, stretching over to the left. Pressing the right hip out to the side and slightly forward. Shoulders are relaxed. Head and neck stays in line with the spine. So no need to stretch very far, just come to a place where you feel a comfortable sensation and are able to hold. Continuing to lengthen through both sides of the torso. And now press into the feet, pull the navel in towards the spine as you lift to center, and then exhale, slowly lowering the arms and uncrossing the feet. Take a breath or two here to notice and receive the sensations of the stretch. Now moving to the other side, so hands to hips. You could keep the feet side by side or cross the left foot behind the right. Taking a moment to steady yourself on your 2 feet. And press into the feet, lengthen through the tailbone, broaden through the chest, and relax the shoulders. And now releasing the left arm to the side and inhaling as that left arm reaches up and overhead, and then stretching the torso over to the right. Again, press the left hip out to the side and slightly forward. Continue to breathe deeply in and out through the nose. And noticing the sensations in the body, feeling free to move a little deeper or back off as would feel good. In a yoga practice, you're always welcome to release a stretch early if you need to. And one more full breath here. And now press into the feet, pull the navel towards the spine, and inhale as you slowly lift back to standing, stepping the feet side by side, and exhale as you gradually lower the arms down. Relax the arms by your sides, close the eyes, take a breath, and notice and receive the sensations. And now we'll move into a standing mountain pose. So begin with the feet hips width apart, and begin to shift the weight from the balls of the feet to the heels, lifting and lowering the heels off the floor. And now relax the heels into the floor and press evenly through the balls of the feet and the heels of the feet. And now lift the toes off the floor and spread the toes wide. And now slowly lowering the toes down one at a time, starting from the pinky and then working your way in towards the big toe. And don't be discouraged if a few toes land at the same time. And now relax the toes into the floor. Bring your attention to the bottoms of the feet. And press the feet down towards the earth and receiving a sense of groundedness, safety, and security from the earth beneath you. Now bring the awareness to the legs, drawing the muscles of the legs inward and up. And bring the pelvis into a neutral alignment by lengthening evenly through the abdomen and the lower back. Create a little space between the rib cage and the pelvis. Broaden through the chest and relax the shoulders down away from the ears. Lengthen through the head and the neck, bringing the chin parallel to the floor. Standing tall in your simple mountain pose. And now adding the arms. So inhale, either extending the arms out to the sides or in front of you. And keeping the arms shoulder width apart. Draw the shoulders down away from the ears. Reach long through the fingertips. Standing in your mountain pose, Tadasana. Feeling grounded and strong. And we'll add now a balancing mountain. So finding a focal point, a spot on the wall or the floor ahead of you to fix your gaze and attention. And as you next inhale, lift the heels off the floor. And then exhale, lower the heels back down. And again, inhaling, lifting the heels off the floor. Exhaling, lower down. And continue to lift and lower each time. See if you could hold for another moment or two before you lower the heels down. And if this feels unsteady, it's fine to hold on to a wall for support. And now lifting the heels once more. Gazing at your focal point, breathing deeply, holding your balance. And now exhaling, slowly lowering the heels and lowering the arms down. Relax the arms, take a few breaths here to receive. And now give a little shake to one leg and then the other. Now come to a step at the front of your space. We'll prepare to move into a series of warrior poses. So begin by standing tall with the feet hips width apart. Bringing the hands to the hips and relaxing the shoulders, standing tall. So I'm going to begin by stepping back on my left foot. So draw a deep breath in, and then exhaling, stepping back with the left foot and bending into the right knee. Be sure that the feet are still hips width apart. The back heel is lifted, and the toes, knees, and hips are all facing forward. And using the hands to help square the hips forward. So the left hip will come slightly forward, right hip slightly back. Draw the tailbone down, press the thighs towards one another to create stability in the lower body. Relax the shoulders down. And you're welcome to stay here, keeping the hands on the hips, or release the arms down. And inhale as you lift the arms up and overhead. Arms a little bit wider than shoulder width apart here. Flex through the hands and press the fingertips back towards the wall behind you, giving a stretch to the wrists, forearms, as well as through the chest. Keep pressing out through the back heel and keep the legs active and strong. Continue to breathe. And now extend the arms to a T position at shoulder height. We'll move into a twisting variation, keeping the legs strong. As you exhale, twisting towards the front bent knee. So I'll be twisting towards the right. Again, twisting only as far as is comfortable. And then inhale, unwinding, coming back to center. And keeping the arms in T. Next we'll move into warrior two. So now twisting to the left side, bringing the left heel to the floor so that the left foot is in at a 45-degree angle. Left leg is straight, continue to bend deeply into the right knee. The shoulders are directly above the hips in line with the long edge of your mat. Press into the feet, draw the tailbone down so that you're not overarching in the lower back. Pressing the thighs towards one another. And turning the head to gaze past the fingertips of your right hand. taking that right hand to face up. And on your next inhalation, sliding the left hand down the left leg, straighten the right leg, leaning the torso towards the back of your mat into a reverse triangle. Inhaling, lifting back to warrior two, bending the knee, bringing the right forearm to the right thigh, left arm reaches overhead into a side angle. Inhaling, lifting back to warrior two. Turn the right palm to face up. Straighten the legs as you move into reverse triangle again. Inhaling, return to warrior two. And move into side angle once again. Bringing the right forearm to the right thigh. Left arm is reaching overhead. You could stay in this version, or if you'd like, you could drape the left arm behind your back. And keep pressing into the back foot, feeling a long line of energy from the left heel up to the left hip, shoulders, and crown of the head. And now releasing any variation, bringing the arm overhead. Inhale, return to warrior two. And now pivot onto the ball of the back foot. Lower the arms down to frame the front foot, bending that knee and coming into a high lunge. And then exhaling, stepping the back foot forward into a forward fold, keeping the knees soft and relaxing the crown of the head. Bring the hands to the shins. Inhale, lift halfway so the spine is parallel to the floor. Exhale, fold forward. Press into the feet. Bring the hands to the hips. Pull the navel in towards the spine. And inhale as you hinge all the way from the hips. Coming upright, bringing the arms out to the side and then overhead. And exhale, lower the hands to prayer position in front of the heart. Close the eyes or gaze softly to the floor, feeling the heartbeat with the thumbs. Noticing the energy and sensations. Notice whatever it is you're feeling with compassion and curiosity. Softly allow the eyes to open. Bring the hands to the hips, standing tall and preparing to repeat this sequence on the other side. Draw a breath in as you next exhale, stepping your right foot back, bending into the left knee. Keeping the feet hips width apart. Toes, knees, and hips all facing forward. So if you're feeling unstable, you could take a shorter stance, walking that back foot in a little bit closer for more stability. Or you could slide that foot towards the rear of your mat for a deeper stretch. Find what feels right for you. Squaring the hips forward, drawing the tailbone down. Keep pressing into the back heel as you draw the thighs towards one another. Relax the shoulders. Releasing your arms. And inhale the arms out to the side, bringing the arms a little bit lower than shoulder height this time. Flexing through the hands, pressing the fingertips back towards the wall behind you. Again, giving a stretch to the wrists and forearms. Stretching the muscles of the chest as well. Now bringing the arms to T position at shoulder height, palms are facing the floor. Press into the feet, navel to spine. Exhale, twisting towards your left side in the same direction of that front bent knee. Then inhaling, unwinding, and coming back to center. Exhale, twisting to the other side. And then planting the back heel for warrior two. So the right foot is at a 45-degree angle. Left toes are facing the front of the mat. Press into the feet and draw the thighs towards one another. Root the tailbone down. Keep the shoulders directly above the hips, both facing the long edge of your mat. Turn the head to gaze past the fingers of your left hand. Breathing into warrior two. And now turning that left palm to face up. Slide the right hand down the right leg. Straighten both legs as you Lean over towards the right into a reverse triangle. Inhaling, lifting back to warrior two. Bringing the left forearm to the left thigh. Right arm reaches overhead into side angle. And now pressing into the feet. Inhale back to warrior two. Turn the palm to face up. Straighten the legs into reverse triangle. Inhale, warrior two. Bring the left forearm to the left thigh. Right arm reaches overhead, coming to hold your side angle pose. Keep pressing into the feet. Lengthen through the head and the neck. If you like, draping the right arm behind the back or keeping the arm reaching overhead. And if you've wrapped the arm behind the back, bringing the arm overhead once again. Press into the feet. Inhale, lifting back to warrior two. Pivot onto the ball of the back foot. Lower the hands down, keeping the front knee bent, coming into a high lunge. Keep lifting through the chest, relax your shoulders. And now exhaling, stepping the back foot forward, coming into a forward fold. Releasing the crown of the head, keeping the knees soft. And now bring the hands to your shins. Inhale, lift halfway so the spine is parallel to the floor. And then exhale, soften forward, relax the crown of the head. Press into the feet. Either bring the hands to the hips or extend the arms in T position. Pull the navel towards the spine and inhale as you hinge from the hips. Slowly lifting to standing with a long neutral spine. Arms come overhead, palms meet. Exhale, lower the hands to prayer position in front of the heart. Close the eyes or gaze softly towards the floor. Take a few deep breaths here and check in with the body to feel the effects of your standing postures. Noticing whatever it is you're feeling without any judgment. And now releasing the arms and give a shake to one leg and then the other. So now we'll prepare to head towards the floor. So standing tall with the feet hips width apart, arms by your sides, we'll move through a half sun salutation. Inhaling, bringing the arms out to the side and overhead, gazing up towards your hands. And as you exhale, extend the arms to T position at shoulder height, hinging from the hips, moving into a soft forward fold, relaxing the crown of the head. Hands to shins. Inhale, lift halfway so the spine is parallel to the floor. Exhale, soften into your forward fold, relaxing the crown of the head, keeping the knees soft. And now step one knee back and then the other, lowering yourself down into a table position. So in table, we'll move next into a puppy stretch. So keeping the hips lifted above the knees, slide the arms forward, lowering the forehead or chest to the mat. Relaxing the forehead. If you like, you could place a block underneath the forehead. And now pressing into the hands. Inhale, lifting back up to table. And from table, moving into a seated position. Preparing for a seated spinal twist. So coming to sit tall with the legs extended in front of you. The arms are underneath the shoulders with the fingertips pointing forward. Relax the shoulders down away from the ears. And now flex and point the feet, releasing the legs. Bring the feet a little bit wider apart and circle the feet at the ankles. Moving in one direction and then the other. And give the legs a shake from side to side. And now flexing through the feet. And now taking the right foot, bending at the knee. And bringing the foot either to the inside or across to the outside of the opposite leg. Taking hold of the shin with both hands. Lift through the chest and relax the shoulders. And preparing to twist in the same direction of the bent knee, so I'll be twisting to the right. So extending the right arm at shoulder height, gazing at the fingertips. And exhaling, slowly begin to twist towards the right side. Pausing on your inhalation to lift and lengthen through the spine. And exhale, continue to twist as far as is comfortable, taking several breaths to get there. And when you've come as far as is comfortable, releasing the hand to the floor, close to the body. You could continue to hold the knee in the left hand or draw the knee into the crook of the elbow. And keep the chin parallel to the floor as you turn the head to look over your shoulder towards the wall behind you. Either keeping a soft gaze or inviting the eyes to close. Continue to breathe in and out through the nose. Feel free to make any adjustments, either backing off or moving a little bit more deeply as you like. And holding your twist for one more full deep breath. And now on the next inhalation, extending the back arm to shoulder height. And keep the gaze on the fingertips as you exhale and very slowly unwind. Moving slowly to notice all the sensations of release along the way. And releasing the arms down. Extend both legs and give them a shake. And now flexing the feet, moving to the other side, bending the left knee, and either keeping the left foot on the inside or crossing it to the outside of the opposite leg, holding the shin with both hands to begin. And pressing that left foot firmly into the floor, lift the chest to relax the shoulders. And now extend your left arm to shoulder height, gazing at the fingertips. Take a big breath in as you lengthen through the spine. And as you exhale, slowly begin to twist towards the left side, allowing the gaze to follow the fingertips. If you like, drawing that left knee into the crook of the right elbow, or continuing to hold the knee in your hand. Moving slowly and patiently, twisting only as far as feels good. And when you reach that point, releasing the left hand to the floor, turning the head to look over the left shoulder. Keep the chin parallel to the floor. You could gaze softly past the left corners of the eyes, or you may invite the eyes to close. On your next inhalation, prepare to release, lifting the arm to shoulder height. Exhale as you very slowly unwind. Very gradually making your way to center. Release the arm down, release the legs, give them a shake from side to side. Next, we'll prepare to make our way onto our backs. So, coming to lie on your back. Coming to lie on your back with the knees bent and the feet on the floor. Bring the feet hips width apart. Arms are by your sides with the palms facing the floor, and bring the knees together to touch so that the legs could be relaxed to begin. Just take a few deep breaths here in and out through the nose, allowing yourself to get settled into the floor. Bring as much of the upper back and shoulders in contact with the floor as is comfortable. And tuck the chin in very slightly to lengthen through the back of the neck. And now bring the feet and knees hips width apart, walking the feet as close to your bottom as is comfortable. And now we'll ease into bridge pose, set to Bandhasana. Press the feet into the floor, and on your inhalation, lift hips an inch or so away from the mat, and then exhaling, lower the hips back down to the floor. And again, inhaling, lifting the hips a little bit higher. Exhale, lower the hips back down. Again, lifting the hips a little bit higher. Pause and hold for a moment. And then exhale, lower the hips back down. And continue to lift and lower. If you like, lifting the hips a little higher each time. Pausing and holding before you lower back down. And you could stay with the lifting and lowering, or the next time you lift the hips, you could come to hold. So you may want to lift the hips so that they're in line with the shoulders and the knees. You're welcome to place a block underneath the hips if you'd like to come into a resting version of bridge. You could stay here, or if you're feeling open and want to move a little bit more deeply, you could continue to lift the hips a little bit higher and interlace the hands together underneath you, wiggling one shoulder blade at a time. If this doesn't feel good, it's fine to keep the palms on the floor, and you could hold here, continuing to breathe, and you're always welcome to release the pose at any time. Keeping the breath flowing. And holding for one more full deep breath if that's available. Now if you've clasped the hands together, unclasp the hands, returning one shoulder blade at a time to the floor, and gradually and slowly lowering through the upper back, the middle back, and finally releasing the hips to the floor. Bring the knees together to touch. Lie in stillness to receive the sensations of release. Notice what you're feeling. And now walk the feet and knees as wide apart as your mat, extending the arms to T position at shoulder height, palms to the floor. Now windshield wiper the knees from side to side, moving slowly, and turning the head in the opposite direction from the knees. Exhaling as the knees drop to one side, and inhaling as you lift the knees to center. And the next time the knees drop towards whichever side you're heading towards, pause and hold, relaxing the legs. Close the eyes or gaze softly. Breathe into sensation. And on your next inhalation, slowly guide the knees and the head back to center. Exhale, dropping the knees to the other side. Head looks over the opposite shoulder. Allow the body to soften and relax. exhalation, slowly guide the knees and the head back to center. And now draw both knees in towards the chest, releasing the lower back. And you're welcome to hold here in stillness, or you could circle on the sacrum, or you may rock from side to side. See what feels good for you. And now hugging the knees in towards the chest. And now releasing the legs to the floor. And now straighten the legs and preparing for relaxation, Shavasana. And you're welcome to lie on your back with the legs extended. If you have a cushion, you can place a cushion underneath the knees, or you're welcome to keep the knees bent with the knees touching. You may wish to keep the arms resting by your sides with the palms facing upward, or you may rest the hands on top of the belly. Invite the eyes to close. Letting go of any breathing pattern, and allow your breath to flow naturally and effortlessly. Now bring your attention to the parts of your body that are in contact with the floor. Bring a little bit more of the upper back and shoulders in contact with the floor. Relaxing the shoulders and gently opening the chest. Tuck the chin in very slightly to lengthen through the back of the neck. And now let go. Invite the body to relax and soften. And continue to rest in stillness as I guide you through a body scan. Bring your attention to the crown of the head. The center of the forehead. The base of the throat. The right shoulder, right elbow, right wrist, right hand, right wrist, right elbow, right shoulder, base of the throat, left shoulder, left elbow, left wrist, left hand, left hand, left wrist, left elbow, left shoulder, base of the throat, the center of the chest, navel center, center of the pelvis, right hip, right knee, right ankle, right foot, right ankle, right knee, right hip, Center of the pelvis. Left hip. Left knee. Left ankle. Left foot. Left ankle. Left knee. Left hip. Center of the pelvis. Navel center. Center of the chest. Base of the throat. Center of the forehead. Crown of the head. The right side of the body. The left side of the body. The front of the body. The back of the body. The whole body together. The whole body together. Begin to make some small movements with the fingers and the toes, inviting awareness and sensation to return. And bring the knees in towards the chest. And now roll over onto your right side, coming to rest in a fetal position. And take a moment here to acknowledge your dedication and your efforts. And now press the hands into the floor. Slowly and mindfully make your way up to a seated position. Sitting in any way that feels comfortable. Sitting tall with the eyes remaining closed. And I'll guide you into a loving kindness meditation. We'll begin by extending wishes for loving kindness to ourselves and then to others. And now silently repeat these words to yourself. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be peaceful. May I be safe and protected. And now bring to mind someone you love, and holding this person in your heart as you silently repeat these words to them. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be peaceful. May you be safe and protected. Now bringing to mind someone that you find mildly annoying. And invite even this person into your heart and directing these words silently to them. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be peaceful. May you be safe and protected. Now extending loving kindness to all beings and silently repeating these words. May all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be safe and protected. Bring the hands to prayer position in front of the heart, dropping the chin towards the chest, coming into a gesture of gratitude. Now bringing to mind someone or something that you are grateful for. Notice how it feels in your body and mind when you direct your thoughts to gratitude. Om Shanti, peace. May the peace in our hearts bring peace into the world. Softly allow your eyes to open and lift the gaze. Namaste. I honor the light in you.